Well, I've had a lot of fun, but I think partly is because you take one day at a time. Things get rough, and you know this too shall pass. And so you just keep on going. You keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
And it all works out. It's worked out very successfully for me. I've been very blessed.
Good. What are some of the highlights of your life?
Well, I suppose the birth of all my children is probably the best. We've had, you know, we had some wonderful trips to Europe in the later part of my life. Shaking hands with Pope John Paul, that was a highlight. I think about that, he's going to be a saint. And I shook his hand, you know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's something. But, and I think all my kids were funny. And I think that helped get through things that might not have always been funny.
You gotta laugh to keep from crying sometimes.
Yeah, that's probably true. I could be, but there weren't many need for tears. There was always something happened.
Good.
I had a good husband, and good kids. There were times I didn't think they were good, but they all turned out good. I had good parents, and so I had a good life in my beginning of life, and then I guess you kind of imitate that when you get married and have your own children, and lots of good friends. Made life a lot more interesting, a lot more fun.
You've stayed in touch with
Lots of them.
friends from grade school?
Grade school, good friends from high school. We have good friends in the choir. That's all. I always consider the choir kind of a second family. I've not been in the choir since the 50s, but Shrap was, Joe was, and I feel like some of them, I feel like they're like family. And I'm the oldest one in the choir now. I don't know if that's an honor or not, but it's just a fact.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, yeah. If you wait around long enough, you can kind of get a lot of those positions, that you're the oldest one.
So now you've got, your children are grown up, and you've got grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and you get to see a whole new generation
Coming up. That's another highlight. The grandchildren were, I think, a pleasant surprise how much we enjoyed them. And we still enjoy them. They're all so wonderful. So, like the old saying goes, if I knew they were this much fun, I'd have had them first. But they're all great people, and they've all married great people, just like my kids. Not just my kids are wonderful, they've married wonderful people. Adds on to the greatness of things. It's such a dimension to life. So, I suppose I'm very grateful for enjoying fairly good health. Not everybody can enjoy good health this long into life. It makes a difference in how comfortable you are when you get to be 80. So.
Well, now that we have more years behind us than we have in front of us.
Says who? Just a wild guess.
I hope I'm wrong. You know, how has your outlook on life changed?
Since I'm older, I realize, you know, you come to the realization, gee, I used to think 80 was really, really old. And I just try to keep a level head about things. Accept the things that slow you down a little bit. You know, I don't have the energy or the pizzazz that I had when I was younger, but that's okay. I'm still moving and still running, not running, I don't run, but still getting around. And I said to Sandy, my daughter-in-law Sandy, I think I still have all my marbles, and she told me she thought I had a hole in the bag. That might be, but that's okay. I'm getting along okay.
It's one of the advantages of older age.
Right, right.
You can get away with that kind of stuff.
That's true. I take full advantage of that. And people, strangers, and I asked my friend Mary Kay with white hair, a lot of people smile at you all the time when you have white hair. When you walk along the grocery store or walk along a sidewalk, younger people look at you and smile, and that's nice. I guess they think, old soul there, she's still putting one foot in front of the other.
So do you have any regrets?
Oh, not any major regrets. I look back and think I should have spent more time with my children, but I was pretty busy keeping them clean and fed. There's no major regrets. All the choices I've made have turned out to be good choices, wise choices, and that's kind of with God's help, I think. I've been very fortunate in that area. Try to give a good example. I think that was what your dad's one of his shining qualities was. He always gave it, without even being aware of it, he always gave a good example. I think that he lived a good life. He's probably here with us today, enjoying all the commotion and carrying on.